A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Huh?
Hey, what's good, my paranormal soldiers? How is everybody out there? You know how it goes. Let me know in the comments how you're doing. I am doing great, and I am back with part 2 of Who Do I Believe at the Conjuring House, between all the staff and the owner. So, part 2, here we go. I'm going to let you know who I believe, why I believe them, and why I don't believe them. First, let's start where we left off. Let's start with Cody and Satori. Remember, in my last video, and if you haven't seen my last video, go back and watch the one before this one, and then you'll understand. But in my last video, do you remember when Cody and Satori said, we had no clue that we were performing for Sam and Colby? Do you guys remember that? I remember that. Yes, I remember that. So if you don't remember that, check this video out, and then I'll be right back.
Put it frankly, we didn't really know we were doing Sam and Colby until Sam and Colby were there.
Also, did you say we're trying to contact anybody specifically, or someone wanted to come through and talk to us specifically, or no?
So we do a lot of sessions in the house, especially with Jacqueline, and the session we did most recently, Abigail came through, Abigail Arnold, and she said that she wanted to talk to you guys, so
Oh, wow.
We're not really sure what she has to say.
What did he say? Did he just say recently Abigail came to us and said she wanted to speak to you? Is that what he just said? Get the fuck out of here. But yet, he said and she said they had no clue. Remember, they had no clue that Sam and Colby were coming. Basically, Jacqueline forced them to do it. That's what they said. But how would Abigail know they are coming before they get there? Abigail is not working as an administrator there. Abigail tends to only come out when Cody and Satori are there, hence the reason she's not real. So, what more lies do we have to look forward to from these guys? Like, this is ridiculous. Like, cold busted. We're supposed to believe that Jacqueline made you perform your method. No, just like in a video I did before this, I, in my opinion, do not believe that Jacqueline made you do that. Not at all. And again, not sticking up for Jacqueline. I guess I am in this situation, but don't know who to believe there. Is Cody and Satori lying, or is Jacqueline lying? Right now, it looks like Cody and Satori are lying. So let's continue on.
But yeah, we learned from previous situations that we would be put in a very tough situation if we didn't comply with what was asked of us.
We were doing a sizzle reel for something, and the owner basically told Cody and Satori, you will go up and do your method for these people. And Satori had told her like the entire day, I'm not comfortable doing it right now. I don't feel up to it.
Bitch, I ain't gonna do that.
And the owner was getting pissed. And she's like, you're gonna do it. And basically just forced them to go up there. And then she came down, Satori's blatting and bawling. And you know, there's other caretakers trying to take care of her and stuff, and the owner's too busy with her little entourage. Thank you. Trying to do whatever she wants to do, and absolute bullshit. She just totally abused. You know, it was like, oh, look what I can have them do. Look at this.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
When Corey and Jen owned that house, And I think, at least for us, because we were involved with Corey and Jen and the house before it sold, and some of our best memories are during that time when they owned the house, was that we were able to experiment and try new things and you know, show people and have them ask us to try it in different ways and try different things. We had this like completely open door. They would allow us to come in. We felt comfortable. They didn't make us do anything. They didn't make us feel like we had to do anything. It was, if you want to, you can. If you want to try this, you can. The house is yours. And they were just so supportive the whole time. And I think when ownership changed, I believe that completely changed. And it kind of ruined me emotionally, to be honest.
You ruined me. I'm ruined.
I'm ruined.
I don't care.
As far as Satori saying it ruined it for her, remember back in one of my past videos, I'll put the link in the description, how they started doing their method with Rhode Island Paranormal at their house. Well, they ruined Rhode Island Paranormal. Rhode Island Paranormal, according to the wife, told me in a text message that they're fake, that they basically use them to experiment and do whatever it is that they had to do to continue faking stuff in the paranormal. So, yeah, karma is a bitch. I think that karma came right back around since you fucked over Rhode Island Paranormal. And it's not really alleged because the lady told me, might be alleged from her part, but not alleged from my part. So karma's a bitch. It just came right back around. Anyway, let's continue.
It was kind of this rule that the owner had made that caretakers weren't really supposed to be in content creator videos. Definitely not, because you have to give them a tour and everything else. And she made it very clear to us that caretakers were not to be in videos.
So after Sam and Colby, they still did another video with a content creator. They did it with Project Fear. Do you guys remember this? Check it out.
This just sucks. It was a really hard death.
No people change. It's a lot to take in for the first time. That's the thing.
But I feel like we're traumatizing people. Like, I don't want to, like, upset anybody.
I think once he accepts that his grandfather's still around, then you can turn the sadness into faith.
I guess.
There's a lot of people that want to talk, and I think he's going to come back again at some point. Makes me feel bad.
There's many more content creators that they have done it with. I just don't want to post all of it in this video because it will be forever long.
And our rule was we couldn't do it at all for guests.
They say our rule was we didn't do it for guests. Well, check this out. Remember the Conjuring kid? Check out his video.
Unless it was told to us that we should. That was sort of the rule there. It was, we don't do it. It's not while we're working because we're making money working. We didn't want to make money off of it anyway. You know, like, you're not really supposed to do it until it was somebody that was desired to see that, and then we were told to do it.
So again, they say we don't want to do it for money. But you guys saw their website, the clip I put up there, where they had events and they were charging people money for these events. Look at their website that I put up there. Tickets for sale, sold out. How to get your tickets, blah, blah, blah. I call bullshit. You didn't want to make money doing it. Every time you do your method, I believe it's for money. There might be times you do it for your friends and it's just a, haha, let's do this and do a reading on each other, whatever the fuck you do. But clearly it shows in that screenshot I put up of their website that they had events and they were charging money. One of the events they had was at the Conjuring House. I got some footage of that. I just haven't put it out yet, but I will put it out. So that is a paid event. People paid to go there to see Cody and Satori. Well, they might come back and say, well, we didn't do our method that day. People got charged to come to the Conjuring House and meet us and blasey, blasey, blasey. Well, don't say you didn't get paid for that. Please don't. Please, trust me, don't say that. So I just wanted to say that about that. So anyway, let's move on.
I watched you, Satori, get chastised a little bit by the owner across the dinner table. We were all pretty. We couldn't figure it out. I mean, we were just kind of like, what is happening here? What is going on here? And you were getting taken to the woodshed.
I say, would you like to continue this in quiet? There's a real nice woodshed out back. Woodshed? Mm-hmm. Good old-fashioned woodshed? Real nice one.
Because of a TikTok you guys did. Apparently she had a problem with that.
It was because of it's apparently was violent, but it was a similar theme to a previous video. So it was literally the same thing as a previous video. So the reason the disagreement came about in front of everyone was because I said that I don't understand, because the last video was the same thing initially, technically, and it didn't go over well.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't she say that there was a narrative that needed to be done first?
Yeah, there was a narrative that had to follow.
It was strategic. Yeah. It had to be a strategic thing. For TikTok needed to be a strategic marketing narrative,
algorithm
plan, something.
Yeah, and because it was not what was wanted at that time, and I tried to say, like, I don't understand, it became a disagreement in public.
So Satori got in trouble for doing a TikTok that Jacqueline didn't like, and Jacqueline called her out. What Jacqueline did wrong was calling her out in public. That was just fucked up. I got to believe everybody there, because everyone is saying it happened. And it's in public. So if I wanted to dig deep, I could find out when they went, who was there, and if anyone else witnessed it. But I believe these guys on this. One thing I don't get is, why is everybody upset about it? It's a narrative, they're saying. It was strategic. It had to follow the algorithm. Okay, well, I can understand that. She's a business owner. So she basically wants things put up when it's the right time on social media. I post some of my social media according to the stupid ass algorithm, but most of the time I don't. I just do a video and I post it. If it gets views, it gets views. If it doesn't, it doesn't. They seem like they were mad about that. Well, again, she's a business owner. So you should probably have your content approved by her to put up, because it is about her business. So I will stick up for Jacqueline there. If she got mad because it was posted and it shouldn't have been posted without her permission, she has every right to be upset. But again, she has no right to go off on any employee in front of other people. Not even behind closed doors should employers do that. That is just no. Jacqueline, you fucked up there. You fucked up really bad there. That was wrong. So let's move on.
Why aren't there wellness checks being done on this woman?
I know we've gotten that question a lot. We've seen that a lot in the comments. And I think the best way for us to answer that question is, we did everything that we could do, that we were allowed to do. And we won't get into anything any more than that. But this was something that this has been going on for a while. This is something we've been dealing with. And we have, people have to remember, we did not discuss any of this at all for months. I think it's a testament to how good we did our jobs, because we were able to keep this out of the public. But we do care about Jacqueline.
So when Aaron says we care about Jacqueline, I don't believe that she cares about Jacqueline, because just recently, after the police showed up at Jacqueline's house for a wellness check, if that's what they were there for, Aaron posted on social media this right here. And I'm going to read it to you off my computer. Aaron Bush, according to the police report, August 7th, 2024, in parentheses, she has, that report is public record, so save your slander libel accusations. The police did not in capital letters, come into your house. You would not open the door. They put eyes on you and left. You keep ripping the Boston police a new asshole, whatever. I read the whole thing, but we don't need to say all that here, because this is what gets me. Critical Sam says, Aaron, I see no such report on the Boston Police Department page. Aaron says, Critical Sam, there is a process to request them. I have done that process. Critical Sam says, okay. I thought you meant the report was on their Facebook page. So if you cared about Jacqueline, Why are you even bothering getting the report for the wellness check that was done on her, if it was a wellness check? What are you going to do with that report? Yes, it is public. Do not make the mistake and use that police report for malicious intent. Do not do that. That is a criminal act.
We just want to make it aware on here that this isn't an attack. We're not trying to personally attack anybody, any business. Anything like that, and we want nothing but the best for her.
I really just don't think anyone cares about Jacqueline, because if you all did, you wouldn't have made this public at all. At all. You would have kept it to the workplace. I can see it becoming public when Jason Hawes is being threatened or accused of putting a hit on her, or Brian saying he didn't get paid, which I don't believe him either. I think there's some falsities in his story there. It looks like he lost his labor board claim, because why would you need to hire a lawyer to sue for wages and slander? That's just my opinion and what I've been reading about the Rhode Island Labor Board, and a phone call I made to the Rhode Island Labor Board asking, do I need a lawyer to file a claim? No, ma'am, you don't need a lawyer. But if your case gets denied, you can go ahead, file an appeal. And if that doesn't get approved, then you might want to hire a lawyer to try to get your money owed to you in a different way. So I don't believe Brian at all. And no, I just don't believe him. So Ken is about to say, I've never seen anyone come out of the Conjuring House emotionally wrecked. Well, John Huntington lived at the Conjuring House for about a year and had some spaces in between where he left, but not for too long. But he was there at least a month at a time when he was there. So I'm going to play his video, and I'm going to break it down into clips because it's kind of long. But you guys can go to John's page. I put his page information on the clips that I'm about to share. So let's see what John has to say about his time living at the Conjuring House. Now remember, he spent more time there than any of the employees. So let's just get into this and see what he has to say.
Not seeing anybody come out of it like wrecked. You know, emotionally just a mess.
So the Conjuring House situation has been weighing on my mind for a while now. As many of you know, I lived at the house for about a year. I was good friends with Corey and Jennifer Heinzen, who were nice enough to let me stay at the home. I watched over it while they were gone to Maine. So towards the end of my stay, I would be very emotional. I would cry for no particular reason. I'd feel angry for no particular reason. I would think people were against me. Yeah, it was hard. I felt like everybody didn't like me. When people would come to the house, I felt like, I felt like it was my house in my head, and that these people needed to leave and things like that. I would have very weird, bad dreams. Very, very strange dreams. I can't even tell you what they were like because they're very inappropriate dreams. So this one's hard for me to talk about. I haven't really told too many people about this, if any. Like I said, when people would come, I felt like it was my place. I didn't want them there, or just, I didn't want them to hurt the house. It was weird. So I'd have these bad dreams. I would actually want to unalive myself sometimes. I can remember hearing something telling me that I was a nobody, and I always would be, unless I unalived myself at the house. Then maybe people would remember me. Which I don't think I ever told that to anybody. Now, whatever is at the house, or maybe it's just the stress from watching it, I don't know. But whatever it is, they will make you think that everyone is against you, that no one is there for you, that you are alone. So the current owner is definitely going through something. I don't really know her. I don't know what kind of person she is. just what I've heard online and stuff like that. I never actually met her in person, so I don't know. I haven't had any experiences with her. I don't know what kind of person she is, but I know what I felt and what I went through, what I experienced at the house. Some of the things she's doing and saying sound familiar to me. Like she's thinking people are doing these things to her when possibly, they are not, which most likely they're not, but in her head, whatever's telling her these things, she thinks is legit. I just hope she doesn't wait too long and gets away from the house. People say, oh, it's not the house, it's not even haunted. How do you know? Have you stayed there as long as Bill, myself, or Corey? Let's just say we were all great friends before this house. It split us all up multiple times, doing and saying things that we would normally wouldn't. Well, I could go on for days talking about our experiences there, but I just wanted to say, try to be nice to each other. I don't mean to cry, I feel like a big baby, but I love you all. Stay safe. Try not to judge other people. You don't know what they're going through, okay? Anyways, God bless, and I'll shut up. Thank you.
Oh, you guys are back? Okay. Oh, so this cup, I've been getting a lot of questions about it. It's my favorite coffee cup. If you hit this button here, which is not charged, it'll stir your coffee. It's also good for mixed drinks. It'll stir your mixed drinks. So that's pretty much all I got in the video. We did catch Cody and Satori lying twice. I think there's more, but I have to look into some stuff. A lot of people are asking me how come I'm not addressing the Jason Hawes issues with Jacqueline. That's because I just don't want to address it. A lot of people are asking me, do I believe him? Yeah, I believe him. He showed us the fucking text messages. Do I believe that she's emailing him all these threats against his family? Abso-fucking-lutely I do. Because he's not going to make up a lie and get sued for slander. So that's how I feel about that. As far as Jacqueline's concerned, I don't know what's going on. I know she's very nice to me when I inbox her and talk to her, and other debunkers have hit her up, not your big debunkers, and talked to her, and she's been very pleasant. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. But as far as living in a paranormal location, I lived in one for 8 months, as you all know. And yeah, I was emotionally wrecked towards the end. And I had to take time off from investigating because my head was so fucked up. I'm not saying that's happening to Jacqueline, but I do think that there might be something influencing her in the house, paranormal wise, just a little. Because I've been through it. Other people have been through it who lived at haunted locations. So, again, I don't believe Cody and Satori all the way. I do believe them on some points. I don't believe Brian all the way. I only believe him with the remarks Jacqueline's made because he showed us the proof. But then again, you can show someone proof on the phone and you can change their name. So if I put a phone number on my phone and I say it's Keith, I can go ahead and change Keith's name and put somebody else's. So to me, that's not concrete evidence. As far as Jen and Corey, I believe most of what they're saying. I just have a hard time believing stuff that they say when they're sticking up for Cody and Satori. And I'm not saying that they believe in Cody and Satori or don't believe in Cody and Satori. I'm just saying I don't believe some of the stuff that they're saying defending them. As far as any other employees, I believe Steve, it was an accident. And Reed doesn't really have much to say. So I haven't really looked into that, but I believe him. So that's my thoughts. That's how I feel about everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And again, I want to thank the Conjuring Kid. Go follow him on Instagram. I'm going to put his Instagram in the description. And again, I want to thank Critical Sam for sending that clip of Cody Satori saying, recently, Abigail told us she wanted to talk to Sam and Colby. Other than that, guys, I really don't have much more to say. Oh, yeah, I do have one more thing to say. I appreciate everybody who's a member on our YouTube channel. But if you could, please stop being a member. It's hard for me to offer things to members and not to subscribers because our subscribers deserve the same things our members deserve because they support us. We really don't think it's fair to put something out for people who paid and not something out for people who didn't pay. I'm not here to make money on YouTube. I just do this because I love it. And I also do it to prove things that are not the truth in the paranormal field. That's all I got to say. So until the next video comes out, love, peace, and hair grease, my babies. And thank you, everybody, for all your support. I am out.